Hey guys, so this is probably going to be like a medium long video, even though my videos tend to be long anyways. But yeah, there's quite a lot to talk about because I've been a little MIA. Sorry. Where have I been? I have been here, but the struggle is still real here. It has been real for a very long time, and it will remain real, and our internet was off. It was off for like 5 days, something like that. Well, no. Okay, because I think it was off for like 4 or 5 days. Okay, so I couldn't watch feeds. I tried to stay up at, I tried to stay as up to date as I can. Or as I could, so that meant going across the street to a friend's house and stealing her internet for like an hour. But I couldn't really sit there and watch feeds because that'd be hella rude. Like, I'm not that rude. I'm already stealing your internet. I'm not gonna like totally be an asshole and just sit there for 8 hours like I normally do at home. So I stayed as up to date as I could. I have a lot to talk about, so let's get to it. First things first, Jessica, she won the Hex. Woohoo! Yeah. I was excited. And I thought it was really funny because it created the chaos amongst fans that I knew it would. Everybody was like, I can't believe that she won. How did she win? The production gave that to her. Nobody would have voted for her. She is a slut. Like, okay, come on. But I knew that was going to happen. I voted for her. I did, and I proudly voted for her. I would vote for her again because I thought it was funny as hell that she got it. I knew it would be funny, and it made me laugh. And I was very happy that she won, to be quite honest. And everybody throws up the whole rigged thing. And I've talked about this before. And if you've been watching this show for a while, then you should know already that production is going to do whatever the fuzuck they want to do. And I find it comical when people think that these America votes are like legit. Personally, unless they show the results, I'm not going to believe the result. Like, I'm not going to believe that they're genuine results. I still vote. Why? Because I want to participate. Do I think that my vote means anything? Absolutely not. I'm not naive in thinking that. Hell to the no. Production is going to do what they want to do, how they want to do it, when they want to do it, with whom, whatever they're going to do. And if you really think that these votes are like, they mean anything, then you must, as they say in Game of Thrones, you sweet summer child, you are living in the clouds on the land of unicorns and daisies and rainbows and sunshine, because that is not reality. Production will always get involved when they feel like getting involved, when it fits their narrative or when it doesn't, when something goes differently than how they want it to, or even when it does. Like, they're gonna do what they want to do. And when people really think that their votes matter, it makes me laugh. But you'll find that a lot of fans will scream rigged when it goes against what they wanted. But when it goes for what they want, they're all for it. They're like, yes, it's totally the same, like, it's totally legit, and it's all fair, and blah, blah, blah. No, they're gonna do what they want to do, okay? And that's just how that's gonna work. Like, understand, accept, get it. It is what it is. But yeah, so they had the battle back competition. Cody won. It was kind of sad seeing Cameron again because he just got such a shitty end of the deal. Like, poor guy. But Cody won. Again, people were screaming rigged. And I thought that was, whatever. I was happy that he won, but I thought that it was, whatever, how they were screaming rigged. Like, come on. Oh, they thought it was unfair that Cody got to choose the maze competition against Paul. First off, I thought it was stupid that they even had to compete against a house guest to come back in the house. Like, they're already competing against 3 other evicted house guests. Why do they have to compete against a house guest to get into the house when they've been competing against evicted house guests? Like, I don't know. I just thought it was stupid. But production knew that Paul would be chosen to play in that competition against Cody, and they wanted their little battle. Okay, they wanted it to happen, so they made it happen. And they ended up playing the maze competition, which Cody had just played. They switched it up a little bit, and people were like, oh, that's so unfair. Cody had just played the maze game. Nah. Well, you know, Paul literally just played Big Brother. So, I mean, how fair, like, if you want to, like, people need to stop talking about fair in Big Brother. Big Brother hasn't been fair for years. I don't even remember the last time it was fair. Or fair. I mean, what's fair is really a matter of opinion. But personally, I thought it was fine. Everyone was like, oh, well, Paul should have had an opportunity to practice. Well, these house guests didn't have an opportunity to practice their game. Paul had an entire fucking season to practice his Big Brother game. These people didn't. I mean, if you want to talk about fair, let's talk about it, okay? But at the end of the day, Cody won. And I'm totally happy with that. I was totally fine with it. Got the drama I wanted. I was totally cool with it. So, around this time is when my internet got turned off. Yay! Like I said, well, I don't know if I said. Jessica, she had won HOH. She also won POV. She ended up putting Ramses and Josh up, which completely didn't make any kinds of sense to me. Her target was Josh, so in my opinion, she should have put up Raven and her whack ass, or Matt and his furniture, no personality, have an ass. Or even Paul and his beard. Like, there were other people that could have guaranteed Josh's exit, but she put Ramses up. Like, eh. And so that really irritated me. I was like, Jessica, come on, you have a friend in me, but like, what are you doing? Jessica won veto. She ended up not using it because she's stupid. She should have listened to her gut. Like, she knew that she should have used it, but she didn't, and she's like, but Paul's whole little plan that he concocted was that they were all going to tell Jessica and Cody and Mark and Elena that they were going to vote Josh out, but they were really going to vote Ramses out because they want to keep Josh in. So annoying. And basically, that's exactly what happened. Jessica didn't use her POV like she should have, and she knew she should have, but she listened to Cody and his wiggity whack ass, and I don't understand why, but whatever, I guess the dick is good, and it is what it is. I was watching it, well, I was reading it, because I read the updates and all that, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, I wanted to rip out my eyelashes, which are real, and so it would have hurt. But I wanted to do that. And I really felt like if I had feeds, I know this is silly, but I felt like if I had feeds, and I would have been able to type my anger, and it would have like transferred to her, and she would have got it. But that's not the case, because I didn't have feeds. Whatever. So Jessica, she ended up telling Kevin about her hex. She got a little bit of trouble with the BB19 and for exaggerating her hex a little bit. But she did tell Kevin about her hex and that it's really grand and great and all this. So he in turn told her that the house is going to flip, or not flip, that the house is going to be voting Ramses' ass out and keeping Josh and his whack ass. And so she knew that Ramses was going. She knew, and she was livid. She went upstairs to the HOH room and she like went off on Cody. She told him, she's like, I should have listened to my gut. I should have used the POV, blah blah blah. And I was watching it and I was like, girl, yes, you should have used it. Like, I don't know what you were doing. But it is what it is. Like I said, the dick must have been good because she made a damn mistake. But yeah, so come eviction day, she was wearing a really cute Beetlejuice look. I thought she looked bomb. But everybody in chat, okay, so I got in my feeds back by this point. So everybody in chat was like, what is she wearing? She looks like she just got out of jail. And I was like, I'm loving the Beetlejuice vibe she is serving right now. So I don't know what you guys are talking about. But she looked really nice. And Ramses, he ended up going home. And it was like the saddest eviction I've ever seen in my life. He started getting all emotional on the stage. And I felt so bad for him because poor guy, he was getting blamed for the 25 grand and he didn't even have it. Poor little Ramses. I felt so bad for him and it was just really sad. Like, it really was. Poor guy. But yeah, so Josh, he is still in the house and I have to say, he is the most frustratingly annoying house guest I've seen in a while. On eviction day, he decided it'd be funny to go around the house with pots and pans and, like, get up in Mark's face with it and, like, wake Mark up and all that. And everybody was like, oh my god, this is so funny. Oh my god, it's so hilarious. Nah. And I was watching and I was like, that's been done before. Like, am I supposed to be impressed? Evil Dick has done that before. They do that on Bad Girls Club all the damn time. Like, I'm just not impressed with repetition and unoriginality. And that's really what it was. He was literally going around yelling with pots and pans. He was pulling an Evil Dick, but Evil Dick did it way better and less annoying. Like, I don't know. I don't find Josh to be funny at all. I find him to be incredibly annoying. Maybe because he's a big crybaby and he cries all the time and he literally is all about dishing it, but he can't take it at all. At all. And I just find him incredibly annoying. Today, for example, he got in a fight. Okay, hold on. I'm going fast forward, sorry. So, Paul won HOH and I was irritated, to be quite honest. I'm just really over Paul in general. He's definitely playing the best game in the house, but at the same time, I don't really see how a vet couldn't play the best game in the house with these people. I mean, these people are idiots. So yeah, a vet with his experience who made it to Final 2 last season, so who already can play a good game, should definitely be playing a better game than these newbies. Like, hello? So, yeah, everybody who's like, oh, but he's playing the best game. He should be playing the best game. He's a damn vet. Like, come on. But I'm just irritated with him in general. I'm finding his personality to be a little bit more annoying than it was last year. Like I've said before, I loved him last year. He was my favorite. I felt like he should have won. And I'm just finding him annoying this season. Maybe it's because he had back-to-back seasons. That could be it, because that happened to me last season with James. I loved James in his first season. I thought he was totally funny, entertaining. He played a shitty game, but I found him entertaining, so I liked him. But last season, I found him really annoying and just irritating, and like I wanted him to go away. So maybe that's why I'm so annoyed with Paul, is because he had back-to-back seasons. But, as I said, he should be playing the best game. He's a vet, and these people are stupid. So, he won HOH. I found it interesting how quick he was answering his questions, to be quite honest. Every single question but one, he was the very first person to have answered. And I know that he studies really hard, but that was a little too quick to me. And I thought that was a little fishy, but at the same time, I also know that he studied a lot, so whatever. Either which way. Oh, that reminds me. Right after eviction, Jessica went and told everybody about her hex, about her temptation, and I thought it was so funny. The look on Paul's face was priceless. Everybody's faces, to be quite honest. Oh my god, I forgot to mention also, Mark and Elena were completely blindsided by the vote. Elena's face was like, She looked like a glory hole. And I thought it was hilarious. Mark's face was the Wreck-It Ralph. I hate my neighbor. I hate him. Jessica took it upon herself to straight up just completely reveal her little hex. And I thought it was hilarious. The look on Paul's face was priceless. The look on everybody's face was amazing. And it just made me laugh. She did it as like a fuck you. Like, you guys think you got the last laugh, but guess what? It is what it is. So after Paul won HOH, he went and like scrambled and tried to explain the reason why Ramsey's left over Josh and all this shit. And it was just typical Paul. You know, he works fast. And I respect that. At this point, he definitely deserves to win, like, obviously. But at the same time, it isn't necessarily a win I would be proud of, because they're all sheeple. They're all little bitches. They're all followers, except for maybe Jessica and Cody. But literally, they're all his little bitches. And some say that that makes him a great player. To me, I find that to be boring to watch. So, as much as I say, yeah, at this point he should win this game, to me it's also not like much of a win in my opinion, because he's not really being challenged. So as a vet, this would be an easy win for him. It's an easy game for him right now. Like, that's why vets shouldn't be back. But yeah, so that whole thing happened. Paul, his plan is, well, was, because he's followed through, to put Cody and Jessica up on the block, because he doesn't necessarily believe that Jessica even has a hex. He thinks that if she did, she would have used it when she was on the block. And although she could have, she chose not to, because she knew that Dominique was going to be leaving. So I guess that didn't cross into his mind, like that whole possibility. But he ended up putting Cody and Jessica up on the block. And today, or last night I mean, Cody and Jessica went up there and they had a little fight with Paul. Cody got in Paul's face, and Paul kicked Cody out of the HOH room and called Cody a pussy, which obviously is going to make Cody come back into the HOH room. And Cody kept going, "What the fuck are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" I swear, he sounds like Tom Cruise regularly. And then, after kicking Cody out of his room, he goes and follows Cody down into the kitchen, which I thought was, I don't understand why people do that. Like, you're gonna kick someone out of your room, and then you're gonna go follow them. Like, well, I understand why Paul did it. It's because he wanted everybody to see, and he uses these opportunities as, which is what he did with Dominique. He uses these opportunities as moments to get the rest of the house on his side, so that he looks like the innocent party and all of that. And it's a great tactic for sure. But it's still annoying. I just don't understand why people will kick someone else out of a room or stuff like that and then proceed to follow them. Like, but anyways, so he does that, and then obviously Josh, because he is incapable of just keeping his mouth shut and minding his own damn business, he goes and proceeds to fucking start yelling, getting involved. He is freaking out and yelling about Cody and how much Cody's an asshole and a bully and all this shit, all the while Cody and Jessica are in some other room and not even listening to him. And Josh is just going off, and he looks like a fucking idiot. He really does. And then so Mark was sitting there, and Mark just started laughing, and Josh didn't like that, and Mark was like, "Why don't you just go say all of this to his face?" And Josh just started going off on Mark. All the while, Elena is just sitting there with her mouth shut for once, and just fisting her ass. Not even defending Mark, not doing anything. Like, it was quite interesting to watch, in my opinion. And then you got Jason, who was like talking shit too, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Jason, to be quite honest. But yeah, Josh, you look like a damn fool, and I just can't stand the guy. So He then proceeds to grab the pots and pans again and gets in Mark's face with the pots and pans, and Mark is not having it this time. He gets up, grabs the pots and pans, and goes like this, and Josh flinches, and then the feeds cut out, and it was so funny. Why? Because Mark, you're wearing a damn tutu. Seriously, Mark, I could not take your ass seriously. You were wearing a tutu. Like, I don't get it. A neon green tutu, and you were losing your shit on Josh. Oh, it was so funny. Yeah. But I don't know, I just thought it was interesting. Josh, he's so annoying. I can't wait for him to go away. Like, just leave the house. Everybody's like, but he's so entertaining, he brings such entertainment. I don't see the entertainment factor. Why? Because everything he does is not very original. And it's like when people thought that Zach Rance was entertaining. I didn't find him entertaining either. I found him annoying. They are like toddlers to me. Just the way that they throw little tantrums, I just don't find that entertaining. I find it really annoying. And we have one loudmouth guy, Paul. I don't need another one in the damn house. Like, I only have enough tolerance for one loudmouth, and Paul is enough, okay? Paul is definitely enough for this season for me. So, Josh, he can get the fazzuck out. I really am, but he's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. Because that doesn't fit Paul's agenda yet, and everybody does what Paul says, so, yeah. Oh, and I forgot to talk about the fact that Raven gave Matt a hand job, and nasty ass Matt, he's so disgusting. So she gave him a hand job, right? He then proceeds to go clean himself off with a damn dish towel, and then goes and uses said dish towel to clean a dish. That is on Zakiya level when she changed her pad in the damn storage room in front of people. That is disgusting as shit. I don't understand these human beings. I don't get it. And it's disgusting. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. I will never get it. And it's like, dude, you are on TV. You are being watched. Do you think we don't see this shit? You think we don't see it? It's just crazy to me. Oh, and I'm not going to talk about that stupid roadkill competition because I thought it was dumb as shit. I thought the whole, like, idea of it was really stupid. And Julie was saying it as, like, it was like a, what is it? Oh, as if it was a curse or something like that. And to me, that didn't sound like no damn curse. It really didn't. But the person who lost it, so okay, so the people who played were Alex, Jason, Mark, and I think Josh, but I could be wrong, maybe Kevin. I can't 100% remember. But they played in the roadkill wannabe comp thing. Jason ended up losing, so the person who lost said comp is on the block. So right now, who is on the block? It's Jessica, Cody, and Jason. Jessica is obviously going to use the Hex this week. Duh, like hello. And Paul's HOH, some people see it as a waste of an HOH. Other people see it as it's not a waste because he's flushing out this Hex. But I kind of see it as a little bit of both. It's going to be interesting because if she proves that she has this Hex, then I wonder if next week they're going to believe that she had multiple weeks to use the Hex, or multiple weeks of safety, because that's what she said when she kind of outed her temptation. She's like, I have multiple weeks of safety, or I can keep Cody and I safe for like a couple weeks, or something like that. And so I wonder if they're going to be like, oh, she really did have the Hex, so next week they're going to be a little, they're not going to come after her. But we're just going to have to wait and see. I get both sides of the argument as far as I feel like Paul really should have taken this opportunity to get someone else out of the house. But it is kind of good also to get her to use this damn Hex so it could be done. But they don't necessarily know that it's only good for 1 week. So we'll see. We'll have to figure it out and just, I don't know. But either which way, Cody and Jessica aren't going home this week, so I'm fine. Cody is really fucking up her game. There's no question there. Like, that's just, it is what it is. But at the same time, she should have listened to her gut. She should have listened to herself. And on top of that, she shouldn't let no man fuck up her game. That's what she said in her damn interview with Jeff, that she wasn't going to let any man mess up her game. While I'm sitting here with my tea, like, girl, you are letting him obliterate your game. But, you know, whatever. I really have high hopes for you, Jessica, and I really want to remain a fan. So, come on. Anyways, so that was this week. It was kind of crazy, but not really, like, at the same time. This week is going to be a little bit predictable, in my opinion. I mean, he's obviously put them up. They're going to try to win Power Veto. Hopefully one of them wins, but either which way, she's going to have to use the Hex. So, that's off the table anyways. At the end of the day, nobody's going home this week. So, I mean, you can look at it as a waste for Paul. You can look at it as a pro for Paul. Either which way, it's another HOH that Paul has that is kind of, I mean, if you think about it, Paul's first HOH, Cody got out, but he came back, so it kind of cancels that. So that was a waste of an HOH. And then you got this HOH where nobody's going to be going home. So it's kind of both of Paul's HOHs, nobody's really gone home. If you really think about it, and I find that funny. I love laughing at Paul, not with Paul. I love laughing at him. But I more so love laughing at Josh because it's just so damn easy. Maybe that's why people find him entertaining. Maybe instead of laughing with him, they're laughing at him. Okay, I can get behind that. That's easy to do. He makes that very easy, for sure. But yeah, so let me know in the comment section what you thought and what you expect to see happen this week with Paul's HOH. Do you think that Paul's HOH is going to be a waste, or do you think that it makes sense and that it's actually achieving something? Like I said, I'm in the middle. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in a couple days. My internet is back on, so I will be doing my videos regularly again. Yeah. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Bye!